BGs, always getting killed.
Hey you, why don't you check out Shauno's video on the best items right now?
And honestly, these are the most overpowered items, and just by using them, you'll be ahead of 99% of players in PvP. Yo guys, what's going on? It's Shauno here, and today we're going to be looking at the most overpowered items you can get in the game for PvP. Plus, I'll be giving you some gearing tips as well. So grab a coffee, cola, pint of beer, pint of vodka, whatever you need, because you really don't want to miss this one. First, we're going to look at some unique items. This is from a mage point of view, but honestly, it applies to all classes. First one we're looking at is, of course, the Skull of Impending Doom. This is one of my favorite items, and it's something you'd hold in your offhand for when you need it, and you can always swap it out in combat once you've used it. The 60% increased speed for 10 seconds is great, but the real overpowered element of this item is the fact that it deals damage to you, meaning you can just break out of all CC. Partnering this with a free action potion basically makes you immune to CC. It's great for getting away, flag running, or chasing enemy flag carriers, etc. Similar to the skull, we have the Crystal of Zin Malor. This is a quest item. You can actually choose not to complete the quest and keep hold of the item forever. It's a trinket that effectively just deals damage to you, pulsing every few seconds. You can use it to break yourself out of CC. It's very, very good in pre-mades, as most of the time people will be trying to CC the mage to keep them out the game. If you have this trinket equipped, they can't CC you. Tidal Charm. This is an amazing trinket in PvP. It gives you an on-use stun, which is really, really great, especially for classes who don't have a stun. I really love this on my mage, but it is quite hard to get. But if you do get it, fair play to you.
Medicine pouch.
Another offhand that you can swap out in combat once used. It gives you 100 health every second for 10 seconds. So it's a really, really nice defensive to use. Partnered with some of the other health potions and things, you can basically make yourself unkillable.
Lincoln's Boomerang.
One of my favorite items is this Lincoln's Boomerang as a mage. Not only does it deal a little bit of damage from ranged, but it also has a chance to stun or disarm the enemy. It's especially good versus melee. You need to use it at range, and it does have half a second cast time, but when you do get a proc, it's absolutely amazing, especially the disarm. They get so confused, they're like, how is a mage disarming me? And then you're hitting him with real big power. Nifty Stopwatch. Again, a useful movement speed trinket. It's very good in certain scenarios, and it's worth getting hold of. Spider Belt. This spider belt can be swapped in out of combat, but it has a very good on use to immobilize the target and also make you immune to immobilization. It's great for kiting melee classes, and yeah, just worth picking up.
The ancient cornerstone of Grimoire and the Book of the Dead.
These are great as they summon a skeleton by your side. It's good for confusing the enemy, causing extra damage, or eating things like traps. Similar to the last one, but it summons free mobs. You could even partner this up with the skeleton. It's great for damage, eating CC, and confusion.
The Six Demon Bag.
This is a really, really fun trinket that casts a random spell. Sometimes it does really good damage, so it's fun just to use it off cooldown. I would use it as the first thing, just in case it does do a polymorph, and then you can be like, ha, it's a free polymorph. And finally, the Arena Grand Master. It's a good survival trinket that gives you an extra shield for 20 seconds. These are my favorite items, excluding consumables and engineering, but I'll add more items onto my classic spreadsheet, which you can find in the description. Next, we're going to be looking at the most important consumables.
Free action potion.
It goes without saying that this is the most used consumable in PvP, and it totally counters classes that rely on stuns or slows. You know, like those mages trying to do a big shatter combo. Living action potion. This one is good if you didn't get your free action potion off in time. It allows you to get out of stuns and movement impairing effects with an on use. but the effect only lasts 5 seconds compared to the free action potion 30 seconds, but it's still a good fail-safe item. The restorative potion, this one is good versus dot classes, but most importantly, those really annoying viper stings from hunters. It will just keep dispelling effects for 30 seconds. Limited invulnerability potion, also known as lip. This makes you immune to attacks for 6 seconds. It should be used as a last stand option versus melee. The cat's eye elixir increases stealth detection for 10 minutes. Decent for finding stealth classes like rogues, druids, etc. The whipped root tuber. This is awesome because it's just like a health potion, but it doesn't share a cooldown with a health potion, so it's worth farming as many of these as you can get. Magic dust, this one is really annoying to farm, but it's such a great consumable. It's an on-use that puts the player to sleep. It is stackable and consumed once you use it, so you want to get really good value from these and not waste them. The invisibility potion is one of my favorites, especially as Pyro. You use it to go invisible and sneak up on enemies like the EFC. You can also use it defensively to get away, so it's worth picking up. Powerful anti-venom, similar to the restorative potion. This cures poison. Again, I mostly use it on the very annoying viper stings from hunters.
Fogger elixir.
These are awesome in PvP. It can make you turn into a skeleton, make you really small, or gives you slow fall. Being small is great because it makes you very hard to click. Also, these count as a magic buff, so it's good to add for dispel protection. Same with the Savory Deviate Delight. These are great for dispel protection. Obviously, you'll want these bandages. They are great for PvP. Now we're going to look at engineering and some of the most overpowered items in the game. Engineering is absolutely amazing in PvP, so you'll definitely want to pick it up. Frost, Shadow and Flame Reflectors, these trinkets are great, and it's especially good if you know what you're up against. You can reflect all spells of that school for 5 seconds, so completely counters the enemy. Thorium Grenade, amazing, deals damage, but most importantly it stuns the target for 3 seconds. These grenades can really make a difference, and there's a skill cap in using them. Learn to use them and you'll win every single time. The Goblin Sapper Charge is great for AoE. If you partner up with a bunch of your mage friends and get these with Blast Wave, you can wipe out an entire raid. The Cat's Eyes Ultra Goggles, they are great to swap in when you know a rogue is nearby, or if you're dueling a rogue, it will help you find them.
Flash Bomb.
The Flash Bomb is absolutely amazing. It fears beasts for 10 seconds. You can use it on druids who are in cat or bear form and hunters' pets. It's especially good on enemy flag carriers and can basically win you the game. So yeah, you'll definitely want these.
The Gnomish Death Ray.
The Gnomish Death Ray is a really fun trinket to use, especially on cheap targets. It drains some of the health to do huge damage. It is BOP, so you'll need Gnomish Engineering to craft it. It's one of the most useful items, but it is bind on pickup. But most of the good items from Goblin stuff is BOE, so it might be worth going Gnome anyway. The Gnomish Net Projector, it nets the target for 10 seconds. Great versus melee, not much else to say about it.
Gnomish Mind Control Cap.
This mind control cap has a chance to mind control the target and basically make them one of your pets. During that time they're stuck and they can't do anything but follow you around. It's great for taking someone out of the game. The Goblin Rocket Helm. This is one of my favorite items of all times. It allows you to charge someone and stun them. It's very useful in all scenarios of PvP. Definitely want to get it. The Goblin or Gnomish Rocket Boots. These increase your run speed for 20 seconds. Sometimes it does fail though, but it's a very useful item to have. One thing to remember is that if you have these equipped, you'll want to get your 1% hit from somewhere else rather than your PvP boots.
Now you are winning the game.
That's all the items I want to cover in this video. Classic PvP is a lot about items and consumables, so if you use them effectively, you're going to beat 99% of players and have a really good time. Finally, I just want to show you some gear examples for Mage to rank with. There's no absolute best in slot and you'll be constantly swapping gear in and out, but you just want to make sure you have a good balance of stamina and spell damage. I like to have 2 stamina per 1 spell damage, but it's about finding out what's good for you. So in this example, we are utilizing the Arcanist set to get the free set, whilst picking up this Necropole set from Scholarmance. This is just one example of the gear you can get pre-ranking. It has high stamina, as you can see, and has some spell damage on it as well. It has set bonuses like defense, intellect, all resistances, and some spell damage. It's a very, very good set to just pick up if you want to just farm Scholarmance to get it before the BGs are out. Although the timing of this video, it might be a little bit late for that, but you can still pick it up if you want to. Then it's just about mixing and matching, ensuring you have stamina on every piece of gear. Like I said, I like to have 2 stamina per 1 spell damage. Eventually, the best gear will look something like this. The 5 set is the best and it beats the Arcanist set. But yeah, you'll be swapping things around, so try not to overthink it. I'll leave a link to this in my spreadsheet, but it utilizes all the best raid items with the PvP set. Anyway guys, if you've made it this far, I just want to say thank you. If you aren't subscribed, please consider subscribing to me. It really, really helps my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching this video guys, and have a lovely day.